Welcome to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and in today's video, we'll be breaking down all the celebrities who have changed their bodies for fame, either to be perceived differently or to be considered for a big movie role. Plus, to never miss another daily video from us, make sure you tap that subscribe button to join our notification squad. Now, without any further delay, let's get right into today's list of the top 10 celebrities who changed their bodies for fame. In at number 10, Jared Leto. Many know Jared Leto as either that bizarre Joker from Suicide Squad or perhaps from the band 30 Seconds to Mars. However, Jared first began his acting career in the early 90s making various TV appearances. His first major break as an actor was in ABC's teen drama My So-Called Life. Leto would also receive some tabloid fame from 1999 to 2003 when he dated and was engaged to Cameron Diaz. Since then, he's made some impressive performances in big films including Dallas Buyers Club in 2013, which brought him an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Half of Jared Leto's genius is that he can hide so well in plain sight because he's a method actor. It really allows audiences to believe his acting and allows him to settle into a character. People often forget that in 2007, Jared Leto played Mark David Chapman in the film Chapter 27. Mark was the man who assassinated John Lennon, and to prepare for this role, Leto had to drastically change his body. Leto had to force feed himself to put on a staggering 67 pounds just for the role. He allegedly ate a diet heavy with microwave pints of ice cream mixed with olive oil and soy sauce. Although the weight gain did not come without consequence, and in return, Jared developed gout from the experience. In at number 9, KUMAIL NANJIANI. KUMAIL NANJIANI first rose to fame through his stand-up comedy 1 hour special on Comedy Central, but he's best known for his role as Dinesh on the HBO comedy series Silicon Valley. He also received praise for co-writing and starring in the romantic comedy The Big Sick in 2017, which was also based on real events from his life. The success of that movie then indirectly put him in a position for much larger roles in Hollywood, which included a big opportunity to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Knowing that he would be starring alongside the likes of Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek, that prompted Nanjiani to get his body into serious shape. He knew that in order to represent himself properly as a samurai warrior in Marvel's Eternals, he would need to get into superhero level shape, which led to the Instagram post that pretty much broke the internet. In the Instagram post, he opened up about the reality of changing your body so drastically. He admitted that while it may seem impressive, it did not come without a lot of hard work. He goes on to say, "I would not have been able to do this if I didn't have a full year with the best trainers and nutritionists paid for by the biggest studio in the world." In at number 8, Farrah Abraham. Farrah Abraham first received public attention after being cast in the reality TV series 16 and Pregnant back in 2009. Following that, she was recast in a sort of follow-up series called Teen Mom. Following the ending of the show after 4 seasons, she then released her debut studio album along with her memoir titled My Teenage Dream Ended. Although Farrah believes she needed to have multiple plastic surgeries to maintain her fame. In 2014, she admitted as much on the Bethany Frankel talk show. In at number 7, Matthew McConaughey. When Texan rodeo riding electrician Ron Woodruff was diagnosed with HIV in 1985 at age 35, he was given 30 days to live. He would die 7 years later due to complications from AIDS in September 1992. To probably take on the role, Matthew McConaughey had to shed off the pounds and drop to the lowest weight that he's ever been. Both Jared Leto and Matthew lost an extreme amount of weight to prepare for this role that ended up paying dividends. Matt took home the Academy Award, Golden Globe, and Critics' Choice Award for Best Actor in 2014. In regards to how he lost the weight, McConaughey told the press, "I met with a nutritionist, I gave myself 4 months to lose the weight. I had my programmed meals, lost 3.5 pounds a week like clockwork, and got down to my desired weight, which turned out to be 47 pounds lighter." Although oddly enough, Matt said that shedding off all of the weight actually made him more hyper. He reported that he had so much energy he needed 3 hours less sleep every night. In at number 6, Heidi Montag. Heidi Montag had already established herself as a leading character on the MTV show The Hills. It was this scripted show about a group of friends, lovers, and enemies in LA, but it was made to appear kind of like a reality show. Heidi was clearly obsessed with the idea of changing how she looked, and as reported by Radar Online, Heidi said, "I didn't know what an eyebrow lift and a chin reduction was, so once he kind of told me everything that was wrong with me, I felt really insecure, and he gave me a really great deal on it all. He didn't tell me how extensive it was going to be, how severe, how painful, so I had no idea." Then they go on to list the procedures that she had done in 2010. In total, Heidi Montag went under the knife for 10 plastic surgery sessions in just 1 day. When she appeared on the cover of People magazine looking completely different from her previous self, she told them, "I think I look way better and I'm way happier," adding, "Nobody ages perfectly, so I plan to keep using surgery to make me as perfect as I can be." Following all of these surgeries, she definitely did get lots of attention for that, but the question is, at what cost? She does regret changing her body so drastically because of the impacts that it's had on her health. health. In at number 5, Christian Bale. Back in 2004, Christian Bale shocked the world with his massive dedication to playing the role of Trevor Resnick, a machinist with severe insomnia. The machinist, as I mentioned, is about an industrial worker who hasn't slept in a year because he begins to doubt his own sanity. To play this emaciated insomniac, Christian Bale lost 63 pounds in just 4 months, which by any medical standard is incredibly dangerous. Bale started at around 173 pounds and got himself down to 110 pounds before the film's producers reportedly just told him to stop. Apparently Bale wanted to hit 100 pounds, but they had concerns for his overall health and well-being. His diet consisted of 1 can of tuna fish and or 1 apple per day. On top of that, he was doing increased cardio workouts while maintaining a very low-calorie diet. To drink, his only options were water or black coffee. Bale did end up picking up the award for Best Actor at the Catalonian International Film Festival, and the machinist would end up making a grand total of $8.2 million US. In at number 4, Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro felt passion and heart in this role, and still to this day, he says that preparing for Raging Bull was his toughest task to date. De Niro had actually seen Jake LaMotta on the streets of NYC and noticed how out of shape that he had become. So they filmed the portion of Jake in his younger fighter stage, but halted production so that Robert could actually gain weight for the later scenes. Before Christian Bale famously lost and regained weight for his roles, there was the king of method acting, Robert De Niro. By the end of the film, De Niro had tacked on an extra 60 pounds to shoot the remaining scenes of the boxer's career and life. At the time, this weight gain was the most by any actor for a film role, but what's even crazier is the ups and downs it took to make this film. Not only did they have to deal with executive producers worried about them going over budget, but apparently Martin Scorsese was so alarmed by the weight gain and struggle breathing from De Niro that he shut down production again. Although it did pay off because Bobby picked up the Academy Award and a Golden Globe for Best Actor, but more importantly, he established himself as an actor dedicated to his craft. In at number 3, Kylie Jenner. Before becoming the billionaire business mogul she is now, Kylie was basically a background extra on the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She was notably famous by association, but to reach the same superficial status as her sister, she went under the knife. Kylie Jenner has admitted to having lip fillers, but fans think that she may have had other cosmetic surgery as well. There's no doubt that she is also heavily into photoshopping, but seeing this drastic change of her appearance and suddenly she's more in the limelight than the rest of her family can't be a coincidence. Kylie revealed during an Instagram post that her lips have been an insecurity of hers since childhood, not condoning what she did, but her lip boost did pave the way for her billion-dollar lip gloss business. Other plastic surgery rumors aside, the lip filler choice was something that Kylie ended up regretting, as she revealed later on Instagram. In at number 2, Michael Jackson. The sad thing was that Michael Jackson's obsession with constantly changing his appearance almost overshadowed his talent as an artist. Allegedly, the first major surgery that MJ had done was on his nose. However, this was to help him breathe better and hit higher notes, according to Michael Jackson. Although with Michael's vitiligo starting to spread more and more, the rumors began swirling that he was bleaching his own skin to have it blend better. Looking at who he was in the Jackson 5 to who he would be in 2009 was drastically different. We're not sure if him deciding to change his appearance was in part of wanting to distance himself from his childhood fame, but either way, mission accomplished. Jackson became a standout artist and king of pop based on talent and a good cosmetic surgeon. I'm kidding about the last part, but his doctor, famed Beverly Hills cosmetic surgeon Dr. Stephen Hoffman, said that he was only doing what Michael wanted. He told The Telegraph, "My job is to try to make people happy. In the case of high-level entertainers, the result may not be what the average person would want. But remember, these are performers who want to create a certain image for a special reason." Last but not least, in our number 1 spot, Jennifer Grey. After her starring role in the movie Dirty Dancing, Jennifer Grey was completely unaware of how famous she was about to become. The movie didn't perform well at award ceremonies, but it has become widely popularized for certain scenes and lines. For example, everyone knows not to put baby in the corner. Even The Notebook borrowed heavily from the practicing lifts in a lake sequence, while the blossoming romance between bad boy Johnny Castle and earnest rich girl Frances Baby Houseman made stars of both Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. Like most of these celebrities on this list, Jennifer decided to have a bit of cosmetic work done following the success of the film. This, however, turned into the now infamous nose job from hell. Grey told The Mirror, "I went into the operating room a celebrity and came out anonymous." The nose job had altered her appearance just enough that even fans of the film didn't recognize her anymore. And that has been the top 10 celebrities who changed their bodies for fame. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our editing team for making me look so good. If you enjoyed this video, then please show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, don't forget to leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on today's list. Plus, for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is tap that playlist when it pops up. From top 10 beyond the screen, my name is Johnny Rogers, saying until next time, stay classy.